Bonk and Floki are going completely vertical, and Floki has been listed on Coinbase today. What might happen now, because we're facing resistance at this moment? Let's see. So welcome back. What you can see here is Floki, the chart of Floki. And as you can see, we are actually facing a lot of resistance here. And it's also a couple of days that we are consolidating in this area. And this is although Coinbase has listed Floki as of today. And as it says here, Floki is currently the world's 6th largest meme coin by market cap and trades on centralized exchanges such as Binance and Bybit. But Coinbase is new to the party now. Now, the interesting thing here is that Coinbase announced this on November 20th, so one day before the actual listing. And as you can see, we've had a heinous rally just before that. So this was here November 20th. And this was when Coinbase announced this. And the rally happened just before that. So that whales pumped it, who knows? But in the end, the question is, will we continue to rally up from here with new capital flowing in from Coinbase users? Or is this a local top? Will we see a little bit of further downside before we thrust into new all-time highs? That is the real question here. What we should look at is also Bonk, because this has been listed to Coinbase before, and we can elaborate which effect this had on Bonk. So as you can see, similar to Floki, we've had a heinous rally in the last 1 or 2 weeks, a 3x to be more precise. Also look at the chart of Bonk. This is completely crazy. Bonk had a 200x rally from end of last year to beginning of this year. Then we've been consolidating with the rest of the market throughout this summer pause till now. And the most bullish thing, in my opinion, is that even there, after this crazy rally, we have higher lows constantly right up until before the recent pump. This is very impressive, I have to say. That's just so impressive. And actually the pump here has been more impulsive than the pump of Floki with the Coinbase listing happening as of now. So just for comparison, as you can see, the pump of Floki, 130%, also very impressive, 2.3x compared to a 3x. But still, as you can see, this brought us just below all-time highs. And with Bonk, it brought us actually right into new all-time highs. Now, I already told you that Bonk was listed to Coinbase at the end of 2023. So this article here said Coinbase listed Solana's adopted Dogecoin in the middle of its monumental rally, but the crypto exchange effects will likely wear off quickly. And we have an analysis here what normally happens when Coinbase lists new projects and what pretty much happened to Bonk, which is quite comparable also in the price action to Floki, as you've seen. Now here again, Bonk was in the middle of a rally, similar as Floki right now. And Bonk was actually one of the best performing Coinbase listings. And as you can see here, Bonk rallied up to 50% in the meantime and more than doubled in the 18 hours after it hit Coinbase. So this is a little different to Floki, obviously, because Floki, since the listing, didn't do anything, pretty much. Or better to say, nearly nothing. Also, it says here, all Coinbase listings this year, last year, 2023, have pre-pumped. This is the case here as well with Floki. Also, it says here the data suggests Coinbase's ex post about new listings are indeed correlated with higher prices. We've seen this already. The same can't really be said for the actual listings. And this is interesting because this is actually what's happened here for Floki. So once again, November 20th, this was the announcement on X, the official announcement, had a rally of 15%, you could say. So not too much actually. And since then, since the listing, we're going down a little bit. Basically nothing happened. Now, the next thing here is the next analysis is that more than half of Coinbase listings tank in their first week, meaning they go down. And still, Bonk's 128% rally in the 14 hours after its Coinbase listings holds the record for the year so far. So this was pretty special. And also it says here, whatever effect Coinbase listings have in immediate prices, they apparently diminish over a longer period. So this is pretty normal for every kind of exchange listing, of course. About half have gone down in the month since their listings, many by more than 50%. Obviously, we have to say this pretty much depends on the market phase we're in right now. So altogether, when we take a look at this data, we're hitting resistance and more than half of the Coinbase listings tank in their first week after the listing. So this points a little bit of a bearish bias for us. And of course, it doesn't mean that we have to dump down here back to this support zone. No, this is not the case. As I've said, it really depends on the market phase we're in. And if you're not living under a rock, you may have noticed that Bitcoin hits an all-time high for the last days consecutively. And we're so near to 100K Bitcoin. And after this hits, so this is now speculation, of course, nobody knows what exactly will happen in the short term, but if we hit $100,000 for Bitcoin and pump even further, then FOMO and greed will hit. And at some point, we will get a bigger dump, which is super healthy and normal, of course. And then at some point, capital will rotate into alts. And then this is the time when we will have alt season. So definitely with Bitcoin sucking up all the capital in the market and a first dump or dip looming, it is definitely possible that we will get a little bit of a correction here into important support zones. So this, for example, this is the next important support cluster. Also, if we take up the Fibonacci tool, you can see that this is the 3.382, which is an important level for a correction within a strong trend. So this is definitely a possibility here. And from that point on, when capital will rotate into alts more and more and alt season hits, when Bitcoin dominance drops, it will, in my opinion, be the time when Floki again charges and tries to thrust into new all-time highs together with the rest of the crypto market. Also, as I've said in many videos before, we are kind of in some call it the meme coin super cycle, and I normally like to call it the following way. The biggest narrative of this cycle are meme coins 2.0, or better to say, culture coins. Meme coins with a strong community, solid meme coins, not pump and dump schemes. And quite obviously, Floki and Bonk, both of them are part of this narrative. And this is the only real strong narrative besides RWA and AI, which comes out of crypto and is, in my opinion, something to compare with NFTs of last cycle. And therefore, we will see most likely that these big culture coins, these meme coins, will gain an enormous amount of traction. When retail really enters, I think capital will flow towards these tokens predominantly, and we will see valuations that are astronomically high. Of course, leading into a bubble similar to NFTs back then. So we might see that these tokens gain market caps similar to Doge and even more, meaning $50 billion and plus. And at this point, just to show you, Floki or Bonk first, number 30 here, currently has a valuation of $3.8 billion. And Floki is a little bit down here, number 48, $2.4 billion. And other big meme coins such as Duck with Hat, $3.1 billion. And this is still a big way to go till like $50 billion, something like Dogecoin. And we might see multiple tokens going into these vicinities, probably, when we should really have this projected meme coin, culture coin mania, which really shows throughout this entire bull cycle. We've had all of this crazy meme coin mania, something that never has been here before in this manner, with Pump.fun, DEX screener tokens, Mayfly rock meme coins, as I like to call them. We have metas that last just one day. Multiple tokens go like 20, 30, 40x, and the next day they are going to zero. This is mania like it has never been here before with meme coins. And the first thing that people will look at are these big meme coin projects, these projects that are available on the usual exchanges, the big exchanges, the exchanges that people use when they first come into crypto. And these are quite normally Coinbase, Binance, Bybit. Coinbase is pretty much one of the only big exchanges available in the US. And with all of this coming into place, this might be what we're looking at for the next couple of months, for the next half year, maybe even longer. It really depends on macroeconomics and the central banks. We will see how it plays out. At this point, this is of course speculation, but I think we have very interesting times ahead. I cannot emphasize it enough on this channel over and over. I won't be tired of emphasizing it because it's a brilliant time to be in crypto. Now, and in order to not miss out, make sure to subscribe to this channel right now. And also very importantly, go over to X and follow me here as well. philprince_11 is my username. I am posting charts and crypto wisdom here all the time. And if you want to have even more, just go over and join my free Telegram community. There are great people there. You can join the discussion and learn even more. Until next time, goodbye.